Welcome, guys. It's been a long time since a video upload. We've been here just working our asses off, and lots of micro bugs that just I have no clue how this is possible. And then I realized on my sticky notes I had something noted, a Red Smp video, which I have been recording for 4 weeks straight, no breaks. Yeah, and what ended happening is me committing horrible atrocities, which well, definitely did not harm the Geneva Conventions at any point, and definitely did not include animal cruelty. Like, come on, that stuff is on the past. Let's get back to the video. At first, I did not want to start Red Smp Season 2 because I had lots of stuff in the previous season, but unfortunately that's how seasons work. The world has to reset. And after lots of convincing, I decided to rejoin the SMP. So, before we get on this video, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and make sure you join the Discord down below. There's like a little link on the description. Like, you press that, you're on the Discord. Congrats. Anyway, after a bit of exploring the outside world, we finally found a village, and not just any type of a village. Like, this village had a pillager outpost on top of it, which meant one thing: raids. Now, at the moment, raids are not available because it's on peaceful mode. Unfortunately, the owner is such a pussy that peaceful mode was on for countless of weeks. Countless. But let's just ignore 90% of my recordings being on peaceful mode because the owner is a little scared of mobs. Let's ignore that. I mean, normal mode does turn on later, but until that, I'm gonna show you how we actually were the strongest. But before all that, I'm covered in iron, and I'm afraid of the outside and all of the whites in the suburbs, so yeah. We have to sort that out first. And look at me running around with full iron armor. Eventually, I did convince the cows to join me on my conquest to victory. Their lives won't be nice. Sorry, vegans. And then I decided to do a little bit of, burglary. Stealing the wood of the local village. I don't normally do that, but when I want wood, I want to do it. Who's gonna stop me? Exactly. No one. I know this looks like a very, non-safe place to be, because we are a little bit close to spawn, but not too much. But my friend here had a little announcement, which is definitely real. Like, come on, guys, it's definitely real. We're definitely not trying to uprise a new nation. Like, we're not gonna do that, right? We're not gonna do that. Of course we are, but for now, parrots are dying. Let's ignore the parrots dying, and also ignore the text saying ball cancer. Ignore that. My friend was bored. He didn't know what to say, so he said something that you will never going to forget. And let me tell you right now, my teammate is the most politest person in the world. Let me tell you that right now. There's nothing wrong with my teammate, guys. He's just a little funny today. Like, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. He's full diamond. He can kill me anytime, but he's not gonna do that because we're buddies, right? Me mining iron because I have nothing else better to do. Also, I need it, not for just crafts, for money. Yes, iron is in fact a way to make money. You can sell that to weaponsmiths or any type of blacksmith that works with armor, tools, and weapons to get emeralds. But I'm also here for coal, diamonds, redstone, lapis, all of that stuff. If I ever find any. Which is possible, I guess. Hey, look at its mine shaft. It looks like it survived the typhoon down in the caves. I haven't seen such a mine shaft before. That's a first time experience, but I'm gonna be honest. I did loot almost all of this place because this thing is massive. Well, there was lots of iron, lots of lapis, and lots of that stuff, but so far not a single diamond. Just iron. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Iron is good. Anvils, money, all that stuff. I don't complain. It's money. But where are the diamonds? Where is that shiny little ore that shines bright? Oh, look at that, I found 5. I forgot to tell you, the recording is buggy. Yeah, I don't know where I found those 5 diamonds, and that diamond sword. It looks like I completely forgot to record that. Yeah. I'm sorry, my recording went a little bit of, a little rowdy these days. But I found more diamonds, so I guess I can justify that now. At least I'm finding more diamonds to, yes, ignore that deep fry, by the way. It was definitely not my recorder, guys. Definitely not my recorder. I told you, my recorder has been the worst. these past couple of days. Maybe because I'm recording like stuff that has been for like 5 weeks long, but ignore that. More diamonds, there we are. More of that cyan little stuff that shines bright in the dark. Pretty sure it's the better way to find diamonds, but so far I don't have anything else better to do than just roam around this not dangerous cave with the mobs because it's peaceful. Also, the day counter, yeah, that's, the day counter is the thing you gotta pay close attention. Because let me tell you right now, the recording was so awfully long, but also where the diamonds, look how many diamonds this is, it's like a 4 vein. Look at this, 4 diamonds probably. Yep, 4 diamonds. Not even fortune, but it's fine, I'll take it. More iron over here, it looks like I'm a little busy mining today, lots of iron. And if you're lucky, you find one of those big tough things that like give a lot of iron. But here I was like just, you know, lighting the entire place up. Just looking for more iron. And look at that. Found more iron. What a surprise. Look at how much iron there is there. Don't you want that? Don't you want that much iron to sew up in your ports? No? Well, too bad. As I was bridging here, I was a little too hasty, and apparently I am not that good of a player, because if I do that, sometimes something will go wrong. And that something just happened, and I almost died. But I saved myself. Oh, this is not the first near-death experience. No. There's more near-death experiences coming. You just gotta look at the video. You just gotta watch, you gotta see, but so far, 20 diamonds. And more coal. You know, we gotta burn those CO2 emissions, you know. We gotta do them right. And as I go down this mine shaft, there's more stuff to be found. Never mind, some name tags. That's also something. And more exploring. And hopefully no more death. And hopefully no more near deaths. Yes. Mushrooms. Yes! Now, you don't know why I'm so happy seeing mushrooms, but, that stuff, for some reason, I can't seem to find any of it. And I'm gonna pick every single mushroom up. You'll see why later. Or maybe the next episode. Who knows? The days go by. And let me tell you, they will go by. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. You can just pay attention to it. More mining ores. You know, we gotta do it. And some gold over here, like, everything. The entire mine here, like, everything is here, dude. Like, soon we're probably gonna find some netherite, but that's kind of impossible because netherite doesn't really spawn in overworld caves, which is a thing in Minecraft. After finding ores and leaving the caves, I found the village, and I did what every normal Minecrafter would do. Park their car on the garage, commit some burglary, and then just take everything. That's, the pillagers don't spawn in peaceful mode, so I have to take their place now. And then I went back at mining, because I had nothing else better to do. And I needed diamonds. And let me tell you right now, this method is way better than the classic original strip mine. This, you just mine in one block, and if you're lucky, you will find the diamond vein you're looking for. Eventually, I mined for quite a while, like straight up quite a while. I had like all diamonds needed for armor, like you saw that for a split second. I was around like a stack and 20. Eventually didn't find any more, and I just gave up and started going back home because I had nothing else better to do. So I did that and went to craft diamond. Back home, crafted myself some full diamond armor, and now, sir, now we're in the good stuff. Now the full diamond, but it's unenchanted, which is the problem. But that problem will be solved as well, thanks to capitalism and slavery of villagers. I made a sharpness 5 mending 1 diamond sword. This is basically almost netherite, or probably even better netherite. But my teammate was begging for normal mode. Like, we're probably I wasn't really ready for a nether. He wanted to go nether. Lord Penguin tried to convince the owner to put it on normal, and eventually he did put it on normal. Eventually he did. But I didn't want to go to nether. Let me tell you why. The nether is hard with unenchanted diamond armor. Like, people do it naked. I just don't know the technique. And we found a villager. that is just set up camp here. He's underneath those grass blocks. And it's officially day 173, a long while since the other recordings. And I found this concoction of water that is, yeah. Is that part of the new update? Corrupted waters, that jar? Is it like part of this new Minecraft update? And yes, unfortunately, Peaceful was back on the moment we didn't realize. That was unfortunate because the owner probably died to a zombie and that he had to turn back on Peaceful to just get his stuff back. And he forgot to turn back to normal, so I'm not really sure if that's the case with the story, but I don't really care otherwise. That cave was the weirdest thing I've ever found. Like, no diamonds, but the cave water generation was bananas. Like, the water, I don't know how this happened with the water outside. Probably like average Bedrock Edition chunk loading. It's, yeah, probably. Probably just like in 1.17 where the chunks were really funky when the new version came out. Like, they were trees with cutting down leaves. Like, everything was really buggy there back at the time. Like, even this water here is like funny. But here, I found the family of Ferrum. This is the kids. There's the kids over here. This is mom, and this is dad, and this is the grandfather, and this is grandmother, the cousins, and those that want to take over mom and dad's fortune. And this was a random person. I think that's the entire family of Ferrum. Yeah. Oh, look! It's the janitor's son, and 2 killers that want to destroy the entire family for profit, and another kid left over. If you go into Deep Slate and you find iron and tough in such a formation, you're guaranteed to find lots of iron. And if you didn't realize, my pickaxe was a little fine. It has fortune, mending, I don't know if it has unbreaking, I forgot. But yeah, my pickaxe is also enchanted. There's only a couple things left to enchant. My armor, and the rest of the enchantments from my other tools, which should be good. But look at this, Fortune 3 Mending 1. I just remembered the enchantments because of this recording. Absolutely awesome. Keep mining coal, because why? Because coal is money. You sell coal, and you make emeralds. Simple! And eventually you'd have to leave this mine shaft. Like, look at this generation. The water is in the mine shaft. That same day, I kidnapped some sheep because, why not? What are you gonna do with these 2 woolly things? And then I went down to the villagers, and they were kids, and iron smelting. Wow. Impressive. Iron. Why do I need so much iron? Why does one man need ferrum? I'll tell you why. Money. Money is what you needed. We went outside to cut down some trees, and as you can probably imagine, it was peaceful mode, and that's going to be a recurring occurrence in this video. Trade it! Well, basically, I was just, like, shuffling around trades to get what I needed. Because, as you can probably guess, we need maxed out gear and netherite, and that stuff is going to take a while. However, eventually, you're going to get the enchantments you want after you turn 80 and you have retired from your 9-to-5 job, which is also part of villager shuffling trades. Prot 4 though, for 25 emeralds, which is solid in my opinion. Just explored around a little bit, didn't find anything too crazy, just this ruined portal, which, guess what? Didn't have anything important on it, except some iron nuggets, and a protection to golden helmet, but we didn't want that. I went down to the caves again, but this time to a different cave, and started mining, because that's what we want to do, mine. You want to get diamonds, you want to get iron, you want to get emeralds, coal, all that stuff. Like, look at this vein of coal. I wish I had a vein miner mod installed, but these things aren't the bedrock. Yeah, I wish I would just mine that stuff faster, because I just stared at this coal ore for a little bit. I was just looking at the coal ore, like, asking about its whereabouts. I don't know why I did that. I was just chilling there, just watching the coal. Maybe he was gonna talk back to me. My only friend in this cruel world. A piece of coal. And then I eventually came back to my game. I don't know what I was doing. Anyways. The amount of mining in this episode is insane. Do you know why I'm mining so much? Because I don't know either. But we have to go deeper. We need to go deeper. That's unfortunately true. We need to go deeper. And I'm deeper now. Yay. Mining more iron. This is gonna be another occurrence in this video. So much iron is being mined. We went through so much change in the economy. We started selling coal and iron, and then, you know. Then I found this skeleton spawner, which hopefully I don't forget about. Hopefully I could come back into it and turn into a farm. But I don't know where it is, because I forgot. Yeah, I'm just mining some iron again, like nothing too out of the ordinary, just mining some iron, very normal. Went outside, and guess what? I didn't find anything. I was just going back home, because, you know, I have to do that. I have to go back home to just let off all the goods, because look at this iron, look at this coal, like you saw that all. I need to lay off some steam. And back home we are, just me, just looking at my goodies, you know, you're jealous, just take a look at it, pause the video, take a look at it, I know you want them, I know you want those goodies, you won't have them, that's the problem. And also this guy's just making this chest, which is containing air. But we had the big project of making as many CO2 emissions as possible with the wall of furnaces. Now, isn't that amazing, like, the furnaces? You know how many good pictures we can take with this thing? That's a green screen. And more coal, because, you know, that's life. And also, what am I leading? My horse. Because, I don't know. And I found another cave. And I have to go in it there. Yay. Another cave. How fun. Just going down the cave. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too strange. Just going down the cave. It's not scary, guys. Just a cave. And all my iron will be used in something we call buckets. Now, why do I need buckets? Now, why? Why do I need buckets? So many buckets, in fact. Like, all my iron just went to buckets and anvils. Why? Why that? Well, there's something we call nether. And soon we're gonna go to that, since it's peaceful mode. And no, this time we're not gonna collect lava, instead we're gonna collect water. And soon you're gonna see why I need so much water. Like, it's a lot of water. Around 10 buckets. That's a lot, no? And I'm gonna make a couple more. You're gonna see why I need so many buckets. You'll see. The time will come. Yes, it's time to go find a lust cave. Now, you're probably wondering, why do you specifically want a lust cave? You do not understand how much I explored for this thing. And I'll tell you why I need a lust cave, but for now that information is classified until we come to the topic. But let me tell you right now, that lust cave is something that I will never ever do again on this realm. I will tell you right now. Without an elytra, this journey is unbearable. If I had an elytra, this would have ended in like 10 minutes. Or less, probably. But without an elytra, you gotta find other ways to transport yourself and your horse to go faster. And let me tell you right now, it's not fucking easy. And eventually, I finally found the last cave that I've been looking for so long, because, my god, I've wasted so much time on this. I did a 360 spin. I was, like, probably screaming, yes! Now, you're probably wondering why I'm not digging straight down on this thing, because let me tell you right now, lust caves are very steep, and I don't recall having feather falling on my boots. But maybe I do. I probably do not. But yes, sometimes when you mine into a lust cave, it is very, very steep. Now, this, if I had iron armor, this right here, in about a little bit, because I'm, like, mining all of this, like, so much, this would have killed me if I had iron, right now. Look. But it didn't kill me, because I have protection, probably, and diamond armor. But here we are, the lust cave. Now, what do you want to do in a lust cave? Except from collecting the lust, of course, but I did not collect the lust. Axolotls spawn in lust caves, and if you want to find axolotls or tropical fish to breed axolotls, you need to stay here. You need to stay here and just wait. And wait an entire eternity, because that's life. Unfortunately, axolotls take a long while to spawn. Like, you just have to run around, and just eventually some axolotl will spawn in the water. Or tropical fish, that's even better. But axolotls are the jackpot in this thing. And here you are, look how many axolotls spawn in that one tiny little crib thing. So many, and most of them are babies. And then, yeah, we'll have to wait for them to grow. Unfortunately, that's like part of the life cycle. I have to wait until they become adults. Tropical fish, axolotls, that's all good stuff, but maybe one day I will come back to this thing. Maybe one day I will come back and I will collect more axolotls, but for now, they should suffice for a while. For now they will. For now though, look how many axolotls I have already. That's a lot. And most of them are babies, so I'm gonna have to wait until all of them grow up, and then I'll have to use them. And I found some diamonds, and let me tell you right now, I probably forgot to mine them. I just mined out the vein, just see how many they are, and I mined these two. But I found another one later on, and I never mined it, so yeah. Funny. And I just have to wait for more axolotls or tropical fish to spawn, which is... It wasn't the funnest thing to do. It was boring. But that's life. Sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's fun. But sometimes it's shit, you know? But let's ignore life psychology for now. This cave over there is very steep. One day we'll come back to this. One day we'll come back to this last cave too. One day. Hey, tropical fish, let's go. I can finally feed my axolotl babies. Yes. Look at this. Oh, this guy's scared. And eventually, after all my buckets were filled, I dipped the fucking thing, because, I'm not coming back. For now, until I have an elytra. Which will probably not happen in quite a while. But for now, I'm not coming back. Hey, I'm back! Look at me, hooray! Day 198, it's been so long. Look at this. Iron pickaxe, like, not that much durability. But look at the axolotls and tropical fish, like, so much. And why do I need so much of this? It's still classified info, and I'm not going to tell you, but what I will tell you is that... I'm back from the nether. I collected some glowstone. That's all. Why did I need glowstone? Because we're making an aquarium for the baby axolotls to grow. Yes, I'm making a little, not something too fancy because I'm not really into building. But, I feel like this is a very good thing. You know, just a place for them to grow, and then when they grow, they will go to work like normal axolotls do. Hopefully. And yes, we just have to wait for all the babies to grow. And as for the adults, they will commit some inbreeding, and I will just feed them some of this. A live fish. That's brutal. Then I went to the nether to mine quartz, because I have only 6 levels, and I can just start buying books. Because of all the selling I've done off camera, but I don't have levels to enchant my stuff. So, you know what that means. The fastest way, apart from trading, is to mine quartz for levels. That's the fastest way to get levels. So, I would mine for a while. Because, let me tell you right now, I wanted to mine for way too long on this thing. The quartz was everywhere, and that's what I wanted. Quartz and quartz. That's all I wanted, and that's all I cared for. I had the emeralds to get most of the armor pieces, and everything, and all the quartz that I left over was burned. That was a little bit of a mistake, which would come back to bite later, because I actually figured out you can sell quartz to masons. But I did not know that. I forgot about that existed, so I just kept mining. Kept mining, 21 levels, already, and just with 1 pickaxe of mining, you're on level 21. Amazing, right? My friend wanted an axolotl. I couldn't deny that. He deserved it after all the grinding he has done with me, so I gave him an axolotl, but he was stuck on the thing. He wanted a cyan one, because he hates the brown ones, so I gave him a cyan one. Now he has a pet, and we went outside to, like, explore, and then this happened. Now tell me, how rare is this? And it was time to start mining. No. We switched from coal to iron ingots to lava buckets. It's time to find something different. Clay. Clay is the ultimate product to sell. Why? Why clay? From all the resources, from iron to diamonds to coal to emeralds, like all that. Why clay? Why such a common resource? Well, you can sell 10 clay for an emerald to masons. And because there's so much clay around here, let me tell you right now, it is a lot. Lots of money. All of these clay puddles here, all of them, and I mean it, all of them are money. And I will give it, I'll prove it to you how much money you can make out of clay. You can make lots of money. As you can see, I'm level 32 from all of this. Not from the clay, from like other selling, combining enchantments. Like my armor was starting to look very fancy. And I still needed like a couple of enchantments left, so I decided to start mining clay to speed up the process. I only had like mending and prot, I think. I'm not sure, I forgot the enchantments. But the more clay I mine, the more emeralds I get, which means the more enchantments I can buy. And so the conquest of mining clay unstoppably had started. Clay mining. Now if you're still watching this, I have to congratulate you, your attention span is so long. But this is all gonna get better from now on. And look at me, more clay mining, you will see. You're probably calling me crazy for mining this, but you'll see. This clay right here, this is treasure. I wish I had discovered this sooner. I would have had more emeralds, but look at this inventory. Filled with clay. That's what you like to see. But I didn't want 50% of my villagers to be masons, so I decided to test it if it was actually good, because I had some doubts, you know, just every now and then you have to have some doubts, but just look how much money made out of this guy over here, who turned to be a mason. Don't you like this noise, friend? Don't you like that noise? You know the noise the villager makes? Look at this, the guy over there. The money was pumping. And let me tell you, I made way more stone cutters than you think. I made like 7. And look at this, the money. The money was going in. All of it, a stack and 38 so far. And look at you. Oh yes. Place down all of the stone cutters, and let me tell you, we need space for these guys, because holy hell, I have so many masons, and so much money is coming onto my wallets. And that is what we want. Money. 2 stacks and 6. And then mining again, in the same fashion, one by one. And I mined so many diamonds. Now, why am I mining diamonds with full diamond? Smithing templates. Yes, my teammate has a netherite upgrade template, but in order to get a full set, we need like a bunch. And in order to make more templates, we need to duplicate that template with diamonds. So I went to mining, and let me tell you right now, we had a large score of diamonds. Like, I've hit a gold mine. No. Didn't hit a gold mine. A diamond mine. Because that's what it is. A diamond mine. I mined a little bit with iron, and then I switched up to the other pickaxe, and then boom, more diamonds. Look at this. Just look at this. All the unfortune is also helping the drops. Like, look at this. All these diamonds. All these are ours. Diamonds. Eventually I had like 60 diamonds and more. And let me tell you, it is one of the most beautiful things. 60 diamonds. That's a bunch. And my pickaxe was maxed out, my sword was maxed out, like everything was maxed out. I forgot to tell y'all. A stack and 12 diamonds is what I came out of this cave. Add almost every enchantment into the game. Now only one thing was left. Netherite. With my max diamond gear, I decided to go down to the nether mines with the good old-fashioned bed mining, and it is explosive and volatile. Well, essentially how this works is you make a bed, you place it down, mine a couple blocks, and then you just place it down, and boom! You have created a hole, now you look around for netherite. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but as far as I'm concerned, it's the best method for mining netherite. Because the explosion it makes, it's really big, and the bigger it is, the more chance to find acid debris. So, look at this. I only have 9 acid debris. And more I explode, the more I find. Like, look at this. The fire. That's the only problem, but look up. 4 acid debris. It's found everywhere. And I continue to do this until I run out of beds. And eventually, you're gonna get 24 acid debris, which is like your sword, pickaxe, and all of your armor. And eventually, I had all the netherite needed to make myself full netherite. I made a smithing table, which is like the thing that you need to convert it to netherite. But I was searching for wood like a maniac because I was so excited for this thing. I was so excited. Understand how excited I was. Found some wood. And I decided it was finally time to leave the diamond peasant ages and make a smithing template. I mean, table, whatever it's called. The smither, that's why I call it the smither. And then It's time to convert everything to netherite. Maxed out armor, as you can see, everybody. Everything was maxed. And I put on all that netherite. Maxed out everything. Except Swift Sneak, which we're gonna get soon. And we were maxed out. We were ready for war. Now you're probably thinking, why? You got netherite, you got everything. Like, what else do you need in this life? You got everything you wanted. Everything you asked for. Well, there's a list I want to complete on the server. Now, we complete the military part, but what is the second question mark? Well, let me tell you right now. Even if you have a strong military, somebody will oppose you. And what you can do about it is to become almost immortal. This is where we're gonna introduce animal cruelty. And this is gonna be a very loud video from this part on, because the soul sand... I found this spawner in the mine shaft a couple, like, on day 128, and I only told my teammate about it. And then I watched this YouTube short about how to make yourself immortal using axolotls and regeneration. Thanks to this guy, Red Smp. He made a short about it, but I didn't click the tutorial. So I was left watching a YouTube short how to build this thing without any guidance. Just this YouTube short, and just some explanation. And it was a nightmare, and a pain in the ass. How long do you think it took me to build this? Now, the way this works is basically, their zombie spawner spawns zombies, and then those zombies fall on the hole, and they get transported on this tube you just saw, which still needs tweaks. However, after 30 seconds, those zombies will turn to drowns, and then the axolotls will see the drowns, and then once you hit the drowns and you kill them, you get regeneration out of every axolotl. 5 seconds to be exact, from every axolotl. And if all the axolotls attack them on drown, you're gonna get a lot of regen. But it's regen 1, and I eventually found how to do it. Eventually, with no tutorial, just by watching a YouTube short, I found the way how to do it. I did. I made it. I found the way. The true way. The enchantment table was the best block to use for them to not escape, but still see the drowned. Because the enchantment table is not a full block. You can still see things through it. It's not a full block. But I still had to place all the axolotls to get, like, the maximum time. And I still needed to find more axolotls to make this even more efficient. That's going to come with time. So far we got it working, but it still needs tweaks. It still needs, like, lots of tweaking. Eventually it'll be functionable. After that, I took a break from the axolotl thing, and I just made some turtles, because, I can. And look, I don't know. I like being around turtles. Golems started to spawn, which means that my village thing was very successful and producing lots of babies. So, golems can spawn, that's infinite iron, but I was eventually, after so much struggle and trying to find a way to store all my valuables, I made bundles. And I made them act as wallets. And I'm gonna be honest, I just couldn't stand looking at bundles all day. I wanted shulker boxes, but if peaceful isn't turned off, I will never see shulker boxes. Not even ender chest, no. I won't be able to see any of those things. We had only 2 blaze rods. And those 2 blaze rods came from like 1 visit of the nether before normal was turned off. And we have to wait until peaceful is turned off. And for that to happen, we need to do hard convincing. But so far, we don't need to rush it. We still need to do a couple things before we're ready for normal mode. Until it's like turned on. I mean, we can just embrace it right now, but the owner is, well, questionable at that manner of chasing difficulties. But eventually he will turn it on, and we'll be happy. Happy ever after. After making a brewing farm, and a turtle farm, and buying gunpowder from my only source of getting gunpowder, the monitoring trader, he gave me an idea. Watermelon farm, because you can make glistering melons and use them to make healing pots. Yay. But, yeah. No, it was definitely not because I was just getting bored on this rail. I was definitely not that. But, eventually I would just take a break. Like, straight up, the melon farm, yes, that's a very cool project, but, like, eventually I just got bored. If you're wondering what the third question mark is on our list, it is a flag, and I came up with this. Now I just have to farm like squid and just sear wool and from sheep and like stuff like that, and to make the flag. But I wouldn't just make a flag like close to spawn because that would get burned down. So One day we will move, and once we move out from here, we'll make a new country and we will call it the capital. But for now, we're chilling. We're being chilling, and we won't have to, like, leave, because so far we're not a recognized nation yet. Now, nobody has the idea of making a country on the season, but I'm gonna be the first. Me and my teammate, we will rule over with an iron fist. Alright, that's how you call it in English, I think. That's how that's how you say you will be strong. And look, just me coming out with an idea for a banner. This is Raven Nation 2.0. This is the new banner. The other one was good, but it was simplistic. This one is slightly more complicated, but stronger. After coming out with a design for the banner, I decided to explore this mountain I found during my exploration to find the Lust Cave, and I forgot to tell y'all about the Lust Cave thing. That I found multiple stuff across my way. Apart from villages, I found this very high cliff, and I actually had hopes of finding an ancient city down here. And since it was peaceful, I didn't have to worry about the warden. Because that's one of the only things that can potentially kill me in 5 hits. The warden. That's a mob that you have to avoid. And I'm not really good at avoiding stuff, so peaceful mode was going to be useful just this once. To avoid the warden, because he doesn't spawn on peaceful mode. Thank the goodness. And look at that! Didn't even have to mine, and I found a skulk and an ancient city. Ain't that perfect? And don't mind the streakers. The warden don't spawn, even if you activate one. You're safe from him. I increased the brightness so y'all can see, but let me tell you right now, I did not see a single thing. Let me tell you. When I entered that ancient city, that was my visibility. I just increased the brightness so y'all can see better, but I had a hard time seeing anything. Like, I was not seeing shit. Y'all are lucky that editing exists, and brightness is one of the options. Cause let me tell you, if brightness was not a thing, you wouldn't see anything on this part of the video. No, you wouldn't see anything. Like, I was even wearing the Eye Blossom cape, like from the Minecraft party event that happened a couple days ago. I think that event is over by now. It's Sunday, so that event should be over. I don't think it's still active. You can't get the cape anymore. Now it's officially a mythical rare item you will never be able to get again. But I found some wood, and with the coal I found from chests, I made torches, which significantly improved my vision, even though I can still see in the dark a little bit. But let me tell you, ancient cities tend to be really dark. That's why it's called Deep Dark. Genius? But I still couldn't avoid seeing those diamonds. And I was just looking around chest, and oh my god, 2 nuts apples. And 2 ward armor trims, which I found before, which means I can finally get myself armor trim. But still, just the word armor trim just wouldn't be fine on its own. So I started mining some skulk. Why? XP is what I need. XP, my favorite thing on this world. Apart from money, of course, but like, money is money. Here I forgot to turn on the brightness. That's what I was seeing on this part of the ancient city, so I didn't have to turn down the brightness. Hooray! But over that thing, it's dark. So I just kept mining my skulk. It was so fun. And diamonds! I left that deep dark with 50 levels. I could have left with way more than that, but I decided to come back home because I had nothing else better to do. And since I informed the owner about the peaceful situation, he will change that soon. He will. Although it will take a couple days. But now that ancient city, now that thing is not happening again because that thing is... yeah, we're not coming back to the ancient city anytime soon. But I spent all my levels putting on Swift Sneak. Now I can crouch faster. Now look at this. I zoom with Swift Sneak now. I zoom while crouching, and I can use that for bridging faster. 4 nuts apples from the ancient city. Ward armor trims, like... that was the mother load of things. Like, I had everything to start making stuff. So far, our list looks fine. But something I forgot to put on the list is recognition. How do you get recognition? Well, me and my teammate went to kill the Ender Dragon. Although my footage got destroyed for some reason. I had a little bit of a footage leak, and my footage got deleted for some reason from Xbox app. And I wasn't able to get a dragon fight. But I got the moment of where I got the dragon egg. Sorry guys, I told you, my recording software just glitched. I couldn't get the Ender Dragon fight. But hey, me and my teammate, we destroyed the dragon. But he accidentally fell to the portal, and I had to collect the egg. And he sent me to find ancient cities. He won an elytra. I won an elytra. So I had to find 2 ancient cities. Now, compared to the last season, where it took me like 5 hours, this one is different. The reason for that is because nobody has been on the end. Nobody was prepped to go to the end. We were the only people that waited patiently for normal to be turned on. And normal was turned on day 284. And we went to the end. We were literally ready. We killed blaze rods. We got some skulls from skeletons. We got everything. But that's it. We're the strongest people on the server. Our team is the strongest. We are the strongest. And we were the only prep to go to the end. Like, straight up. Nobody else was ready to go to the end just yet. We're the first. After finding an end city and I got my elytra, this is what happened. Just take a look at it. Just look at it. If I failed that class, I would have cried. After finding a second elytra and giving it to my teammate, I came back home and started organizing my soccer boxes, which I found from end cities. And the thought of me dying to the end was still stuck on my head. If I did not have that elytra on my hotbar, I wouldn't even upload this episode. I would just leave it. I wouldn't even upload it. I would have cried. But because a voice told me to put the elytra on my offhand with the pearls. And yeah. And since normal is on, we can finally come back to the almost immortal thing on our list. We could finally test it out and see how it worked. And after a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, the farm was complete. It was complete, but not in the way you think. The design was fine. Yes, the design was awesome. Like, there was nothing else to be done. Zombies would fall, they would turn to drowns, and life would be good. And slowly, yep, there we are. It got turned to drowns, and my teammate got regen. Not for too much, because not all the axolotls saw the drowned, but with enough patience, if that thing is filled to the brim with zombies, with drowns, like, you're gonna get some insane stuff. And that's what I wanted to achieve. And I tested out the farm myself. My teammate said it was fine. Still need a little bit of tweaking though, because there's a zombies that's floating over there. I would solve that one day. But, in my eyes, Almost Immortal is complete. There's nothing else to be done. Except for finding more axolotls and bringing them to the thing and putting them in. That's the only thing that has to happen. But for now, I tested the farm out myself. This one was not spotted. This one was spotted. This one I started killing. And I turned on the thing and I saw it had some quite solid reads in one. And now, that'll be fine. That'll probably save me from a fight. But, I want to be honest. I feel like the farm is a success. You can take that off the list. And now the only thing I need is to find more axolotls to torture. And that's the end of Red SMP Season 2 Part 1. Yes, I know, it took a while to upload this episode because, let me tell you, it was boring. I recorded for 5 weeks straight with nothing good happening apart from that. But I sincerely thank you for being on this video, even though it took like billions of years to be recorded. Like, it was 5 weeks straight of recording. I had to pick out and stuff like that. But in the end, we got there. We managed to become the strongest people on the server. Now there's still like 2 more things to complete from the list. The flag thing and another thing I didn't show you on this video, which you will find out next Red SMP video. I'll see you guys next time.